he would be willing?
Fred Durst?
Yeah.
I think he would come on. We could force
It's
him to.
I mean, you don't really. I'm surprised to see certain like celebrities or people in the public eye
Yeah.
on these no-name shows.
I think
like
most
you've never
celebrities
heard of
will
it.
do whatever you want if you kidnap someone they love.
Well, I don't even think it takes that much. I think as long as you tell them where to dance at, they just are so willing to please.
Threaten their SAG status.
Yeah, they're like, just tell me where to tap dance. I got a great thing. They're kind of like little kids who are like, Mom, look at me. Watch what I can do. Look what I can do.
And then they fall and hurt themselves.
Did you like it, Mom? And she's just like, huh? She's on her fifth bottle of wine for the day. She's like, why did I have these kids?
Bottle of wine. Yeah, it's living the life.
Billy Joel was always singing to middle-aged alcoholic mothers.
Oh, and they're always a woman to him.
Right. Do you remember his hit? Abortion. Abortion.
Yeah, he got controversial for a little bit there. He
was
had to counterbalance the doo-wop. I think is what it was.
He was never afraid to go into different styles.
No, not at all.
That's what I love about Billy Joel.
Yep.
He can do anything.
Yep. It's all about versatility.
He can do anything that's not white as well as he can do stuff that's white. I don't know if did he ever do like big band like
Oh no. God, no. No,
oh my god. Are we on the stream right now?
Yeah, we're streaming.
God, this is terrible.
It's good.
This fucking sucks. We should just be silent for like a few minutes in the middle of our episode, just to annoy people.
Just to make
and then they're like
think
checking their phone. What the hell happened? Shit, fuck! Oh fuck! God damn it! Gotcha. We got you.
Never mind. Everything was fine the whole time.
Turns out
you guys are the idiots.
You were the one who was wrong for turning on this episode.
That's right.
We're just constantly clowning on our own audience members. There's 4 people who listen to us religiously.
Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need. In fact,
that's more than we need.
That's more than we need.
Please God.
Let's start this show.
Yeah, kick it off and let's start the goddamn fucking intro thing.
Let's begin.
Take it away, Motley Crue.
So would the opposite of play that funky music, white boy, be play that honky music?
Turn off that honky music.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened. This corner weighing in at 180 pounds. Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
A fucking amateur. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We're coming back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt.
And here we are, everybody.
Hi.
We're back. It's been a while since we've done 2 in a row. Tic-tac-toe.
Why have we done this show for like over a decade?
Long time.
Well, actually, longer than that.
Longer than a decade. Yeah.
Damn, that we're so fucking stubborn.
Man,
I'll tell you something.
We refuse to die, just like your great aunt in Romania. She's living in a hut.
Oh, she's got so much money too that she'll get entitled to if she finally kicks it.
Money, yeah.
It's a money hut. It's just lined with cash.
Yeah. It's not quite a bank account in the Caymans or something like that.
In Russia, though, you have to hide your money in your hut.
Yeah.
Oh, otherwise Putin's gonna have it all.
Believe me,
rake it right in there and stick it next to his fucking tiger collection.
He's waiting. Just it's for something to fill the spot. Really, is what it is.
Yeah, I bet you he declaws tigers and and pulls all their teeth out so he can do judo on them.
You know it.
He's just flipping tigers through his mansion.
Tiger judo it's the only thing. It's the secret to longevity. It really does. It keeps you young.
That and scooping up all of the possible wealth and resources of a nation
Right.
for yourself.
Well, whichever one you have time for, around the tiger judo, because that needs to be your primary preoccupation. Because even without claws, those paws are heavy and they swing them pretty hard.
They are pretty strong still, even if they're gumming you to death.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's the pressure. It's the closing pressure of that jaw.
When the soundtrack to your life is that's a way to go right there.
That's how you know you've won.
Gummed by a tiger.
Gummed, not to death.
No.
Getting gummed until someone with the trank gun gets there.
Allison, do you think that that a tiger could still like break your arm with its bite?
Oh
the
my
strength
God,
of its bite without
sure,
teeth?
yeah.
Because its jaw is still creating the
Gotta
power.
be,
The same.
gotta be. I mean, it's no crocodile, but
you've
got some strength there still, nonetheless.
Man.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if that were not
I wonder
the case.
what of the wild, dangerous beasts would you, if you had to encounter one of them, which one would you feel like you could deal with, like a crocodile or alligator? I guess interchangeable there.
I just get away from it.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, which one do you feel like you could have a chance at? A grizzly bear, a lion?
No, I don't want to deal with any of these things. I don't want to deal with any of these creatures.
Why am I here?
why am I in this specialist deadly creatures? The doc says yes.
It absolutely would just break your
sheer
arm.
jaw strength. Bet you it could.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. It's
you're in some kind of a solid situation.
Okay.
And behind each of the doors, you know what's behind the doors.
okay. It's got like it's almost like a little Power Ranger
It's a
cutout.
room. Yeah,
It's
a
doors.
room.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the room is the exit. You just got to get past it.
Okay, so it's
Which
like
one do you
is
think
it like
you
an acrylic door that I can see through to know that the exit's over there? How do I know that it's on the other side of this?
You can see it's a glass room. It's made of glass.
So there's no Power Ranger decals. I can see the giant fucking creatures inside.
You can see it inside,
Okay.
skulking around. They're not particularly angry or hungry. You just
Okay.
have to get past them.
Sure.
Which one do you think you can get
You
around?
can't quite tell if they ate today yet.
Right,
That
right.
sort of thing.
You're not sure if they just want to regard you as like a plaything. Maybe they'll just think, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I'd say bear then, because
Really?
oh sure, yeah.
Bears
because
aren't they fast?
they're fast, but if it's in this enclosure and you're
Mhm.
trying to get past it, if you open that door, chances are pretty good it's just going to wander out.
Oh, it's gonna you just wait for it to leave and then you just go past. He goes past you.
Yeah. There's
All
no
right, as far as
work
the demeanor
smarter, not
goes.
harder.
Yeah, I feel like this is more of a question for Allison, really.
Why? You only listed 2 animals.
Well, I mean, you got lions, you got tigers,
It bears.
Okay,
Oh my.
bears,
Yeah.
right? Crocodiles. Let's see.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky.
Got to watch out for that
Don't
thing.
fuck around with the
Mm.
Jabberwocky.
Mm.
We don't even know what he's made of.
No
We're not
clue. We
sure.
don't even know if he's a carbon-based life form.
We just got this cryptic poem.
Yep.
That's it.
We don't know if fireworks
Yeah.
on him or not.
Well, how about cryptids?
Well,
Bigfoot, alien. What else? What else we got?
if there's
Jersey
if
Devil?
there's an alien, I'm running towards it.
All right.
Take me out of here right now. That's one of my favorite.
And I say to you with open arms.
That's right. Start singing
Steve
Journey.
Perry's in there. That's how they communicate.
Yeah.
That frequency that Steve Perry
Oh,
operates
it's-
on
right,
is not
exactly.
human.
No.
Mm-mm.
That is a pulse frequency. It's meant to send transmissions into space. It's not even the music he's singing. That's just the ride that it goes on, like a ski lift. Steve Perry is a ski lift.
I believe it. I mean, he's got to do something these days. He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, well,
He's like, I don't like the music business.
No, he's
I've
like,
got the
never
most
mind.
popular music there ever was, and
No.
I'm done.
No,
I'm fucking done.
I'm content just being a small town girl.
I don't blame him though. I don't think I would really want to deal with fame either.
Not
That's
at
why
that-
we
I
do
mean,
this show. I
After
swear to
all that time,
if this show ever got popular,
Yep.
that's the day I stop.
there you go.
I'm done.
That's right.
I don't want it. I don't want that responsibility.
Be like on the way. We're in the limo on the way to the venue. You tap the driver.
Turn
Take me
around.
to the airport.
I gotta leave.
I gotta go. I gotta go. You always say you're gonna stay, and you never do.
I gotta go.
So all right. So what's been going on here? I started watching. We just did a new episode of the Two-Headed Horror Show. So
Yeah,
that'll
we did.
be,
Yeah, look out for that soon.
That'll be coming down the line. I just started watching Shogun.
Oh yeah,
Okay, the
right.
FX
This
show.
this was your lead in when I walked in the door. You're
God
like
damn.
Shogun.
I was in the middle of watching it right now. As a matter of fact. I just
I
started
thought
the
you were
second
talking
episode.
to yourself, like trying to coach yourself
Oh,
in
no.
there.
Like,
I thought that was your
this is
own
gonna be a
voice.
good episode. You're
God.
not going to suck this time.
Why did you keep putting the dishes in the wrong
That's
order
right.
in the cupboard?
You-
I swear to God, you keep doing.
if you don't,
Start punching yourself in the arm. Don't cry.
Real
Don't
cl-
cry.
real close. the forks go alphabetically. The little swirly is an S. No, I was in there watching. Jesus Christ. We were. I was in there watching Shogun.
Yeah.
Right. Great fucking show. I saw the trailer and I was a little skeptical of it.
What,
In
is
fact,
this on Netflix?
it's on Hulu.
On Hulu.
You can
Okay.
watch it,
Got it.
replay there, but it's an FX show. So it's
okay.
coming out episode
Does
at
that
a
have
time.
Hiroyuki Sanada? in
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
He's in like a lot of shit.
Yeah, but he's like the main Japanese character.
yeah, I thought I saw some news story with him
Yeah.
about him on this show. So
Yeah.
go ahead though.
It's-
I don't know anything else beyond.
It's fantastic. I was a little worried because in the trailer there's a bunch of Japanese people speaking English, and I was like,
It's the Last Samurai all
like,
over again.
God damn
Here
it!
comes Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
yeah.
barreling through like the Kool-Aid man through your wall. Oh yeah, I'm part of this now. This is mine. I'm special.
Time for me
Tom
to do
Cruise.
this.
Tom Cruise is like he's very much like Will Smith. Like everything's a fucking vanity project for him,
Yes,
and he's just like I gotta outdo myself.
I have to.
What happens when you get too much money is that you start trying to figure out how to like feel things
Right.
because you don't have to struggle anymore.
No.
So you fabricate struggles for yourself.
Yep.
Like marrying a woman who's not faithful to you that you have to like please and then slap people in her defense.
And you have to do what you got to do.
or
Sometimes,
jumping off of buildings and breaking your legs.
yeah, whatever.
Like Tom Cruise does when he does his own
Exactly.
stunts. I'll
Like,
hang off the side of this
Buy
plane.
two jets. One's just a little bit faster than the other. You put the antidote to the poison in the one, and you get the slower one. And there you go. Clear for takeoff. Down the hatch. Let's see what. Not only do you have to catch the plane that your plane is slower than, but you have to get out of the plane into that plane to get the antidote.
Over the lips and through the gums. Look out, heart. Here it comes. This is going to stop your ass if I don't get
This is
up there fast
neurotoxin
enough.
too. This is straight
Hurry
from
up.
straight from the
This is
box jellyfish.
Amazonian
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
frog. Poison dart frog.
yeah. It goes straight to the
It's
heart.
a concoction. It's got Black Widow.
I'm gonna drop like somebody turned the lights off.
I think Tom's dead. I think he might be dead.
No, that was
I don't
just
think we can bring him back this time.
this time. There's not enough thetans left.
Help!
Oh wait, no, he's fine. He's fine.
Help! It hurts to die. It hurts to die.
His ghost is like floating around.
It hurts to die.
Everything they said was wrong.
He's just he's just hauntingly saying like things that break your worldview.
Yeah, just really, really rough stuff.
There's nowhere to go after this.
No, it's like this is it.
Your family's not here either.
Nope.
Everyone you love was in your imagination.
Let me tell you what, it's lonely out here and it's cold. It's really cold. I don't have a body anymore, but it's cold.
It hurts.
I don't know where I'm even feeling it, but
Ow. Ow.
light my body on fire. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it's connected. I don't know. Never know those things. But anyhow, so Shogun
Right. Okay.
is so I was worried because it was all in English,
Yeah,
whatever. But the show is not that way.
Mm.
So the only thing is that the main character, he sounds like he's like fucking trying to be Johnny Depp,
Okay.
but they just got him because he just has like bright blue eyes.
Oh,
They're like people.
a Japanese man with blue
No.
eyes.
He's an American. Then there's
Oh, okay.
so there's this whole thing.
So wait, yeah. So what's going on with the language? Is there subtitles? Is it half in English
the Japanese,
as well?
the Japanese is subtitled, and then
Okay.
the rest of it's in English. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind watching a show or even a movie where they're just like, where like the intro is just like, pretend this is Japanese,
Right.
and then they just speak English through the whole thing.
Well, at the one point when they first started speaking English, there were these two guys, and they were saying, "You speak Portuguese, don't you? Talk to him." And then he starts talking to him in English, and I was like, "So,
yeah.
so
Was that an exposition
is-
moment to
right,
get the audience
so
on board?
We're just going to pretend that Portuguese is English now.
Yeah.
Is that what?" So I don't know.
I don't know what
They
like
didn't really double down on any of that, so I'm
I
not
don't-
100%.
I'm kind of my jury is out about whether that's like effective or good or not.
Yeah,
Like I do appreciate accuracy,
sure.
but I also kind of appreciate like the ease of enjoying entertainment
Yeah.
without having to read a bunch of subtitles,
Right.
especially if it's made like here. If it's made
Yeah.
in America and it's for the English audience, then
See, I think
makes it easier.
I think like there's definitely a lot of stuff that they're saying in Japanese that I'm like, nobody would no, that's not they would
that's not how
they,
you
they
say
wouldn't
it.
talk like that.
Yeah.
Basically, they would never speak that way. But so there's a little bit of the influence there. You can pick that up in the choice of dialogue. But anyhow, I think that they're doing okay with it. I think that it would have been there's a little bit of like performance that you get hearing something in its native tongue.
Mhm.
You know, especially Japanese is very percussive in its language. Yeah, that's right, yeah. And so like when
It
you
always sounds
translate
so
that,
angry and forceful.
it's very precise. Yeah, that's sort of the whole idea.
Mhm.
But I think that there's something to hearing those things in it. But that's just me. I enjoy language, so I
Yeah.
suppose that's my
I mean,
reservation.
yeah. Now there is Japanese being spoken in the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep.
So you feel like it's what's great about the show?
It's just I think that it's really well done. I think that there's certain points in it where it feels like something like it's like, okay, you're just doing this just to make a spectacle of things or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that there's enough of an like this development of the storyline that it'll work. I think it'll be okay. We'll see. It's only the third episode's only out now. It just came out yesterday, I think.
Oh, nice.
So
I think the article headline that I saw when I was coming across it was that it was being praised for its accurate depiction of that era of time.
Yeah. Basically because the emperor died,
Mhm.
and then his son was too young to take over. So sort of his guys, the five guys around it. So there was just all this war going on.
What time period is that?
It's before the Edo period. What is that? I can't think of what the hell that period's called. But anyhow, it's back before.
Well, it's during the time that they're interacting with America, right?
Yeah, well, not
or Europe. I mean,
right,
sorry,
right, yeah,
Europe,
with
not
Europe,
America.
no, with Europe, yeah,
yeah, because they just came in, they just forced their way in, and they're like,
right,
you're,
but
you're going to trade with us, and they were like, huh?
At this point, it's just missionaries that live there, though.
Just missionary style.
But it's the Portuguese have like this stranglehold on Japan, like as an untapped resource, not. And so these guys who are coming in, I guess part of their job was to try and find Japan, and that way they could also establish a trade route with them and all that kind of stuff. So, but they're pretending to be like merchants or whatever, and so all of the missionaries in Japan who speak their Portuguese, English, whatever the fuck, they're all like trying to tell them that they're like demons and all kind of like they're evil and that they need to, because they don't want them to tell them that there's other people aside from just the Portuguese. So yeah.
I see.
So there's like this alternative struggle between the people who can actually understand each other. But they boiled a guy alive in the one.
Wow.
So, and they showed it, and it lasted for a very long time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Man, are we just like pushing the envelope for what we watch
like,
on
some
TV
of the things,
now?
It's just like, this is just a spectacle.
Holy fuck.
But yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's worth a
on
watch.
FX. Most people can get it.
It's on there. There you go.
I'm sure it'll be on the Plex.
It's already on the Plex. That's how I'm watching it.
Oh, I see. Of course. Why would I ever think anything differently?
Yeah.
Why the hell would I? Why would I, in my small mind, conceive of a different reality?
Right. So what else is going on? What's happening?
I can bitch about True Detective.
Talk about True Detective. You didn't get to talk about it last week.
Man, I'm okay. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of True Detective.
Yes.
I love season 1. I actually, this might be controversial, but I actually like season 2, and I really like season 3 as well. I like the Nick Pizzolatto, the writer and showrunner for the show throughout the first 3 seasons. I just like his style. I like his writing. I think people shit on the second season, but I actually felt like it should not be compared. It's an anthology. It shouldn't really be compared. It wanted to be different than the first season. And I think it effectively was very different. I think it has a message that's a little bit deeper than I think what's on the surface. So people just were like, ugh. But I think people just in generally, the audiences, even there's an more like astute audience that's more careful and like discerning.
Yeah.
But then there's just the whole masses who, they're attracted to like that first season because it really just was well structured. It was cool. It was like moody. It had a lot of things that drew people, even if they didn't quite follow the subtlety of like the more intelligent parts of the writing.
Right. Enough to pull them along.
Even I'm sure there's a lot of pretension in there too,
Mhm.
but whatever.
Yeah.
I just like the style. I like the style of it. I thought it was smart
There you go.
across the board. But a lot of people complained, "Oh, season 1 just not good enough. It's not as good as season 1."
Yeah.
So this 4th season comes out, right? And I wasn't aware of even that it was being developed. I kind of heard it was because I followed their page on Facebook, I think.
Mhm.
But I was not aware that Nick Pizzolatto left he kind of left the show. He just kind of got an executive producer credit, and he just kind of like went on.
Okay.
So they weren't continuing on with him as the writer. They went on with somebody new.
Mhm.
And it was starring Jodie Foster, who's
Right.
a name you'll know,
Right.
and then some other people that was unfamiliar to
Mhm.
me. So it starts off promising, where it's the locale is this time is Alaska.
Okay.
The first season's Louisiana,
Right.
then it's California,
Mhm.
then it's third season's Arkansas. This is Alaska, so it's different kind of look, different feel.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So Jodie Foster is like the chief in this town,
Mhm.
and there's like this research station. The beginning of the show is like this research station all of a sudden experiences this weird little blackout,
Okay.
and then all the people in the research station go missing. It's kind of got this Thing vibe, which they kind of put the Thing, movie off to the side, like in
Cool.
the shot,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
while they're investigating it. And I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Mhm.
And then spoilers if you haven't watched the show, but
Yeah.
like where it goes next is like all these fucking they find all these like scientists naked, frozen in a block all together, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? So I was like, all right, cool. I like that there's a horror element to this. This
Sure.
is very weird and creepy.
Right.
But man, it just did not. It was doing this thing that fucking annoyed the shit out of me, and then I'll just drop it after this. But they were directly calling back to season 1. There's like a Rust Cole related character there,
Mhm.
like that's implied that like maybe his mom is one of the characters in there.
Okay.
Because he went to Alaska in the first season at some point, like in the interim of time.
Right.
He makes a mention of that. And then there's like the spirals. There's like
Yes.
spirals all around, and
Yeah.
it keeps on happening. But it just feels like it doesn't feel like they're tapping you on the shoulder. It feels like they're punching your fucking nose through your face with it.
Yeah.
Because there was no purpose behind it.
You
Except
guys
to
remember
call
when
it.
you liked it? It's still the
Remember
same
that?
show. Look, here's some
Ooh.
stuff.
Remember the thing you liked?
Here's some
It's back.
stuff.
It's back.
Don't worry, we'll get these kids to eat this shredded cardboard. We'll just coat it in powdered sugar. They'll love it.
Fuck, it didn't pay off.
Right.
There's some point where one of the guys just out of kind of almost pretty much out of nowhere, when he's giving it some information, he goes, "Time is a flat circle." And he just calls back that direct quote.
Right.
It was so disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
The ending was so fucking dumb. I'm like totally off the train.
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
I'm gone.
God
I'm
bless.
done.
That's what I said.
I'd be interested to hear. I think other people liked it. I actually saw that Miles liked it. Now, I will say that the cinematography was very good.
Okay, well,
The acting still was, like, from Jodie Foster was really good. It's just the writing was, to me, nowhere near subtle, like as subtle or interesting or deep.
do you feel
as-
like the characters called for it?
That's what I mean. Like the writing just there.
Like
They-
even the characters seemed like they were shallow.
They wanted to be deeper than they were. There was definitely some level of like, trying to educate maybe people on like a group, like the Inuit, like
Yeah,
group
yeah.
from Alaska,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't mind that necessarily, but God, it felt like they didn't have much to say.
Right, right.
Except for this weird, there's this like one of the characters, the partner character has like a sister that's like mentally ill, and like she believes that their family's like cursed because she's like part like Inuit too,
Sure.
and she believes that their family has like this call to just kill themselves.
Mm.
Because then at some point, spoilers, her sister fucking goes and kills herself,
Right, right.
and then she starts having the call to like go to just wander into the abyss,
Yeah.
which is what they were doing, like.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why? Why are you doing like there was no real contextual reason
Right.
except that maybe it was like some genetic mental
There's
illness.
a
But why is it apparent now
there's a French-
instead of in your life? And then they just teased a bunch of shit that they just dropped for no reason. That didn't like sometimes they would put those things in for characterization
It was
in
all
other
red
seasons.
herring.
Fucking
It's
everything's a
all
red
red
herring.
herring. Point of the
You
show.
don't have
Hey, Jodie Foster.
right.
That's it. That's all.
Jodie Foster put in like the best performance. I was not disappointed with anything she did.
Sure.
She's always great.
She earned her paycheck.
You know, even the
Yeah.
even the partner's performance was good. They
So I
just
heard
didn't have
the
anything.
CGI department did not earn
No,
their paycheck.
that CGI. That's like the opening scene. Is this
Yeah.
hunter? It's like it's the last day of sunlight for like a month.
Mhm.
There's like an entire month of just darkness,
Right.
and I guess you see some sun like rises here and there,
Mhm.
but I guess it doesn't
It's so dim it doesn't
go
count.
around
Mhm.
the sun enough
Right,
that
right.
it
'Cause of
stays
the
just
tilt. Yeah.
basically night,
Mhm.
which is fine. I kind of got lost about what days it was. That was fine. All that stuff is promising.
Sure.
Like up
It's
to
a
episode
good
like
backdrop.
3, I'm like, all right, cool. What's going on?
Yeah,
Let's see it.
Setting it up. Nothing.
Shit the fucking bed.
Nothing.
Damn,
nothing
did
going
it
on.
suck.
Well,
Reach out to me with a discourse about it if you're interested. I'd
That's
love
right.
to hear your points of view.
that's right.
I'm probably not going to change my opinion.
I'll be
but
waiting
I'd
in
lo-
the parking
No.
lot.
Let's fucking go. Let's do it. Kick your ass. You don't agree with my opinion?
I got Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey here, and they're here to let you know they had nothing to do with this season.
They're still getting paid for it all.
That's right.
One thing I thought was funny was Pizzolatto put out like a tweet or something, and he was like, "Don't blame me for this quality of this shit because I'm gone."
That's great.
And people, here's the thing that fucking sucks the most about it.
Right.
This had the highest viewership of any
Yeah.
season, even season 1.
It got a lot of attention.
And it got greenlit for a second season with the same showrunner. And I was
Yeah.
like, bye.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out of this
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have this. My opinion is I may change my opinion. I will go back with an open mind, perhaps
Okay.
over some time. Like
Mhm.
in a couple months, I might go back and go, let me just try this again.
Right.
I might not have just been getting
Yeah.
parts of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it just wasn't sinking in for me.
Right.
Because I'm willing to admit that, like, my opinions are not like the end all be all.
It's like
you
the
know?
Ruby Tuesday salad bar in between getting refreshed.
Oh, man, it's
You
so
go
much
up there,
E.
you're
coli,
like-
so much.
So
Staff
few
and everything
choices,
else.
So many infections.
Oh my god, so many, dude. Please, if you're gonna take away one thing important from this episode, do not eat at the salad bar at Ruby Tuesdays. Don't. I used to work there. Don't. Okay, order something cooked from the pantry side, not even the meat side. I watch people drop steaks on the floor, throw them back on the grill, and just serve them. I'm like, I hope there's not like a hair on there.
It'll
Yuck.
burn up.
At least rinse it off. Do a rinse.
That's all flavor.
Fucking, they're like, I'll just cook right off. It's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, technically it will, but
Right.
please just rinse the dirt off of it. You know where I've been
It could be
stepping.
gravel. You don't know what's in there.
Fuck. I mean, you're gonna break a tooth on a stone in
Yeah.
that steak now.
God damn.
Fuck. Is that what you really paid for? Is that what you paid $13.99 for?
Yeah.
Not me.
For a crown.
Just nice swallow a stone end part of your tooth.
There you go.
It's
all
fiber.
It's a twofer. It's a, you know
Twofer.
You knew it was 2 for Tuesdays.
When we said twofer, we meant your teethers falling out.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody
Crack them
proofread this. ad. Sorry for the grammatical error, but
Oh my god.
you still get the point.
Dude, man, Ruby Tuesdays. Oh, that was a long time ago. I worked
It
there.
was a long time ago.
I remember I got dumped
Mhm.
by my first girlfriend, and I went out to Ruby Tuesdays. I got drunk, and I kicked the door. I kicked the door down when I left, and I left. I think with a full beer in my hand.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Oh my god, dude, that
Yeah.
place was debaucherous.
It was great.
I worked with a girl there who she was on like work release for
Mhm.
prison,
Okay.
and they were such assholes. They like made her work. We used to like smoke cigarettes together and stuff like on breaks. That was why I really picked up smoking
Yeah. Oh,
because you
God,
got like
yeah.
extra breaks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
smoking. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna fucking smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Get
I
those
hate this
breaks.
job.
Yeah.
God, it was terrible. But yeah, she told me that like they used to like work her like crazy, and she had no say about it.
Oh
They
shit.
used to put her on like hours. She's like, I hate this, and I was like,
Mm-mm.
I don't want to get too close to you because like I don't. You're desperate for a friend,
Right.
and I mean, I was sympathetic, but I'm like,
sure.
please don't latch on to me
That's right.
and never let go like Putin's tiger, even if it doesn't have
That's
teeth.
Right. Yeah. Teeth or no teeth. I
You're
need
still
you to
gonna-
take a step back.
You're still
okay?
gonna like powderize my arm
That's
bone.
right. It's going to turn it straight to powder. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. that's no
Disintegrate it.
good. Yeah. You don't want to do that. Yeah. It
Man.
was a crazy place. Wild West at times.
Mhm.
And there were good guys and bad guys.
There were shootouts.
There were shootouts and all
It
kinds
was
of
better
stuff.
when I didn't work there.
Yeah. I mean, I never had to work there, but I drank there a lot.
Yeah. Then
My
I,
sister worked there too for a little while.
oh, she did work
At a
there.
couple locations, actually,
Yeah.
like
Did
3
she work the
locations.
bar back there?
Well, I don't think I think at the one she worked the bar for a little bit, but she was a server for the most part. But my favorite part was that she would, whenever we would come in to visit, my parents would call me. They're like, "We're gonna go, visit Beth," and that's yeah, I'm coming. Because what that meant was we were going to go as soon as I would sit down. She would go and tell the bartender that I had a hard day. And that I wanted a Jack and Coke, and so they would make me a Jack and Coke that there was barely any Coke in it, and so she would keep getting me refills and telling them like he still needs some
He's
help.
fucked up. It's real fucked up.
It's been really bad. And so just keep like giving them a sob story, and they just keep giving me heavy-handed pours. It was great. I
Oh,
loved
man.
it. Yep, yeah, it was
Well,
a good time.
That was like the local one was kind of my spot for a little while when I was a townie because
Right.
like I knew everybody that worked there because I was just literally the definition of a townie. I used to just bum around town with like locals.
Yeah.
I had a job and I was just like making money and just drinking on the weekends and
Mhm.
ending up in random places.
There you go.
It was a good time.
That's it. Yeah,
There was nothing better to do.
Yeah, that's
and all
for sure.
my main friends, like our friends and stuff,
Yeah.
we were doing our band, but I think a lot of people were just either in college or moved away.
Right.
So I was like filling up my time with something.
Yeah, that's it. You got to do it. You got to do something with your life.
Yeah, something. Do something. 'Cause time's going to be
something.
spent whether you spend it or not. It'll
Mhm.
spend you.
You might as well do the directing.
Man, God, who listens to this show? This is bad.
Well,
This is not interesting. How long we been doing this for?
We've been doing this for,
All right, it's
for
almost
like
weird news time.
28 minutes. We're coming
Yeah.
up on weird news time.
on.
So let's do some weird news. How about
Let's
we do
go.
that?
Let's do something more interesting than just who cares?
I love
Who
this so much.
cares?
I love it. We're killing it. It's great. It's like dying slowly.
Oh my God!
from like
I
a
wish I could
stomach
tell.
wound,
I
a
wish I could
small
tell.
one.
Just a little cut, like a hernia.
Just
Starts off as a
that's
hernia,
right.
slowly just tears open into a gaping, massive hole where your
Like
guts
a
start.
slow-mo hollow point exit wound.
It's like the Matrix, but if the bullets hit you.
God, yeah. That's called hunting with Dick Cheney.
Damn, why didn't they do? Oh my God! You better stop me before I start going off on more tangents. I just complain. This is what it's like to be in my head.
Yeah.
Basically, I complain about stuff. I may have like just some oddball memories
Yep.
pop up
Yep.
in context of things, and that's what it's like to be in my brain.
The
This
ni-
show,
the nice thing is you get those intrusive thoughts, and if you
Mhm.
replace them with enough of these stories,
Mhm.
then all your intrusive thoughts, it's like somebody just is like fell asleep on the remote.
channel surfing, just boop 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 boop,
cutting in and out of random stories of that.
You just
Juan
fabricate your own
Juan
history.
saw Dune 2 last weekend. It was long, but went by fast. It was really good.
That's what they say.
Did you get the bucket, Juan? You better
Dude,
got that
I'm gonna tell
bucket.
you something. You better get that bucket.
That's going to be a
That
be a
bucket.
collector piece.
That,
Right there.
that absolutely will. That will appreciate more than Bitcoin has.
Yeah, because all those little tendrils are going to be worn off most of the buckets. That's why.
Is it silicone?
Yeah, I think so. It's the cheapest thing to make it from.
Yeah.
Juan didn't get a bucket? Come on,
Juan got to go back for round two.
You have to.
Get that bucket. I have yet to watch the first one.
Yeah.
And Sean,
It's on
well,
Plex.
Sean, I think listens to just the recording
Yeah,
versions,
yeah.
but
Mhm.
Sean invited me to go watch it.
Mm.
And this was back when it first came out. He was
Right.
like so stoked. He
Oh my
loves
God, I
the
know. Of
series.
course he does.
And he was like really stoked about it.
Uh-huh.
And I like Denis Villeneuve, who's the director of this one, because he did like he's done Enemy, Arrival,
Mhm.
Blade Runner 2049, like so many good movies that I just love.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, sweet, I'm down to watch it. But then there was like, I think it was a family issue that I think it just his stepfather died.
Okay.
I think that there was like a funeral he had to
Oh,
attend.
yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. And so we kind of just didn't end up rescheduling it because it just was so busy for like that week or change.
Right.
So I never ended up watching it. But I'm like well overdue. I need to watch that
It's
one
in
so
there.
I can
we
watch
got
the
that
second
one. We got the original in there.
Oh yeah, Kyle MacLachlan
Oh,
and
yeah,
Sarah
Sting.
McLachlan and Sting. In the arms of the angel. I see his Instagram all the time. Kyle
Sting?
MacLachlan.
Oh.
No, I should. Now I'm gonna go follow Sting. But I see his all the time, and he's just doing like weird, goofy shit.
Yeah.
Like strange things.
That's it. It's almost like Bruce Campbell.
Mhm. Oh my God, I love Bruce Campbell's.
Shep Malone, man.
Yeah, baby.
He's doing it up. Let's do up some weird news.
Let's do it.
Everybody, buckle up.
Buckle up and fuck it.
Here we go.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter net.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has auto-shaped feet.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
So here we go, everybody. Get ready for some weird news. Let's get the video up here for our friends watching at home. This week brought to you by Chubby Checkers School of Business.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. So for our first,
Come on, baby.
just do the twist right on down through your graduate program. First up for weird news here. Get ready. Step aside, Jesus-loving creationists.
All right. I like it already.
Photographers have captured images of humpback whales engaging in sexual activity for the first time.
What, they didn't have pictures of this?
No.
There's no whale porn or
No.
anything like that. But they had to have assumed that whales.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're saying that there was just no evidence of it.
They
yet.
finally captured it.
They said something that we can reasonably deduce is happening, sexual reproduction.
Right.
Now we have proof
have
that it
finally
we can see it.
captured
We've
it.
seen the face of God.
Exactly right.
And I saw the tear in his eye.
And he was
His disappointment. He was,
so
like
sad.
the Indian guy,
Oh,
pardon me, Native American guy when people are littering.
But you know what the best part is?
Mhm.
That guy's fucking Sicilian.
Oh my God.
For real.
Fucking phony baloney
And he
bullshit.
changed his name to a native name.
Huh?
What? Yeah,
What?
as a stage name.
Oh my God.
He's Sicilian, like
Damn,
from
you're telling-
Sicily. Yeah.
Man.
Anyhow,
I guess you can just be vaguely ethnic.
that's all you need to do, especially back then, you know. So the twist is that the mammals being intimate were both males.
Oh yeah. Gay sex. The first sex ever with humpback whales is gay sex. I fucking love that because it the whole setup is like, oh, they do reproduce sexually. And then
Oh,
you're like,
wait a minute. Oh, there it is.
no,
Okay.
I'd say that's even more evidence that they do because clearly they're doing it for enjoyment as well. Like
Well,
that is not necessarily
Or-
even a
or they're confused.
conscious reproductive thing. Well, it doesn't even matter. A hole's a hole, baby. Ask that dune bucket.
There it is. Especially if you're a whale, I guess.
Ooh, yeah,
Well,
that's
the,
nothing but wet.
The behavior of humpbacks has fascinated scientists for decades, but a study published this week features the first photos of the species having penetrative sex.
Awesome.
Okay. So it was written by marine biologist Stephanie Stack, who took the photos. She said the discovery was opportunistic. They had slowly approached the boat where they were out in the waters west of Hawaiian Islands, or the Hawaiian island of Maui, rather. The photos show healthy and strong male whales penetrating one another.
Very graphic description.
So it usually the mammals, which usually range from 12 to 16 meters long, circled the vessel several times before pursuing one another. Like, you watching this? You ain't the only ones on
go
vacation.
on. Take a picture, it'll last longer.
So the whales are a big part of our lives here in Maui, but everybody that's involved with them photographs them, kind of realizes that that's never ever been captured before.
Now, if they spit up Pinocchio, that would have been the
Now,
coup de grace.
now we're talking.
There you
Now
go.
we're talking. This is it.
When you wish upon a star.
That's it. So sometimes we wish upon a star. Sometimes
what on earth could this be about?
a topic very near and dear to my heart. But we're also going to talk about one of our most discussed locations,
Okay.
Australia.
All right.
Throngs of thong-wearing protesters bared their bums on Australia's Gold Coast as they showed their opposition to calls for a ban on G-string bikini bottoms.
What? Why in the hell is Australia even trying to like litigate or
why are they worried about anything having to do with the moral constraints of society when they have deadly creatures that freely wander your island?
Well, I'm not going to spend any more time on it because every month someone gets torn to pieces by a crocodile.
Exactly right.
You've seen that video,
God
right?
damn, I wish I had it
The
on the
mayor.
soundboard.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! If you
It's
go
like-
do yourself a favor and look that video up if you've never seen it, it's about like I think it's his comments about
yeah,
like
about gay marriage.
gay
or something.
marriage, that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
well, you know.
I'll say let every blossom bloom. But I'm not going to spend. He like immediately shifts tone. I'm not going to spend any more time on it because every month a person gets ripped to pieces by a crocodile. That is the greatest
Like
tone
that-
shift of
Like
all
all
time.
of a sudden, the helicopter motors started whirring in his head, and they turn out to be alligator tails.
They're descending from the
Crocodile
skies.
So,
I find this to be very surprising.
I was blown
Let
away.
people have whatever joy they can scrounge
That's
in
what
Australia.
I say. So Miss Grace first made concerns known to the letter of Tom Tate, the mayor of Gold Coast, earlier this month, saying that he had become distracted by women wearing triangle bikinis on the beach. One young lady in particular was walking on the footpath in the main road and had the tiniest triangle in front and was as close to naked as anyone could be.
Oh, like you've never seen if you haven't, I got a surprise for you. It's called the internet. It's been around for 20, 30 fucking years.
That's what's under the triangle, the internet.
Yeah, the answers to all the secrets of the universe. Basically, like, why as a human society do we even give a fuck about this shit anymore? Like,
Juan says I can see her dune bucket.
the tentacle flaps are hanging out.
Oh my god. Well,
I mean, I would be more in agreement with the law if the dune bucket was what the little triangle was covering up, because that's a bit unnatural.
Then we need to have a conversation. Yeah, well, you could see she was looking almost defiantly at people as they approached, almost daring them to say something.
Yeah,
There's
I
something
dare you to look
very
at me.
wrong here. Well, any man would enjoy the view. I believe women are very much demeaning and cheapening themselves, portraying themselves as sex objects.
Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna control what women do to protect them.
That's right. They're too dumb
Because
to
they
figure out how
don't
they need to stay safe. I know what they need to do.
What a bunch of fucking
Yeah.
nonsense.
Listen to
How
me.
about somebody's body is their own body?
That's
and
right.
like, who cares what they do with it?
Exactly
Because
right.
guess what? No one was asked. No one asked to be born, and we all have to make do with the shit we
God,
got.
if that ain't the
Please
truth.
let people just fucking be who they want to
Yeah,
be.
Jesus Christ.
God damn
you
it.
don't like it, go just walk into the desert or into the woods, probably through the fucking parking lot. You'll get dropped by like 2 different venomous creatures.
Just let your guard down for a second
worried
and just
about
problem
this.
solved.
You're worried about this.
Seriously, I mean, this gives you a perspective of that mayor guy, because
Oh
truly
my God.
that is infuriating.
He has 2.
I'm not going to spend any more time on it. And he's right. He's dead right.
He had
'Cause
2 points.
every 2 weeks, I'm just
Oh
increasing
my
the
God,
frequency
it's
because I'm
just-
sure that's more
it's
realistic.
Gotta be, yeah.
God.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Okay, yeah. No, what's the
So that's it. So
what's the
it's still up
verdict
in
on
the
it?
air. It's still up in the air.
they're just proposing some sort of a rule.
Children and other young girls in society, we need to teach them what's appropriate and it's not, or what's not. But that starts at home. A bikini blanket ban was never going to be the solution.
the only
never.
thing-
Not on the Gold Coast.
The only thing I could possibly see doing, like making some sense,
Mhm.
is possibly having like an age limit for how to dress.
But what are they going to do? Fucking card people?
Right. Yeah, that becomes
Yeah.
it's just the idea of like someone who's like sexually immature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like presenting themselves
Yeah.
as like a sexual object
Right.
or a sexual like sexually mature, like to know the difference. If they don't know the difference,
Yeah, right.
you're not going to let little kids roam around naked. I think that should be a rule.
It's
I think
in
generally,
most places.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it depends on your culture, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if everybody's naked, then it doesn't make a difference
Right,
there.
right,
But
yeah, those locations.
I mean, but still, it's still so silly because that's just a matter of like normal common sense, right? That's not.
One would hope.
No one's asking for that to happen,
Right? No,
But people are just saying, "Hey, I just want to wear
Just
what I want to wear
right.
to the beach.
no, sorry, you can't
I'm still
do that.
covered.
Mm-mm.
Fuck you."
I almost walked off the path the other day.
I got so distracted.
I got so distracted I could
and it's
barely
not
walk.
me.
That's right. It's
Hey,
not
I'm
my
not the
fault.
problem.
You're distracting me. I'm just trying to walk.
I was minding my own business.
Yeah, I tell you.
And I can't stop looking at you.
God,
That's your fault.
have you heard of this internet thing?
Fucking
Well,
dumb.
I'll tell you who didn't hear the internet thing. Apparently, Bobby, B-O-B-I,
Okay.
okay,
Bobby.
was crowned the world's oldest dog.
Oh man, he looks really good for being the oldest
Yeah.
dog in the world.
Yes, as long as he's still alive in this photo.
He's actually he's this guy.
Jokes on them.
It's not. It looks like a dog, but
Yeah.
no.
Have you seen on, I think it's on Instagram or whatever, but there's this guy, he walks around with sunglasses and a stuffed dog and he like throws it at people and barks.
Yeah, yeah.
I fucking love that guy. He's like, I'm sorry. Get down. He's like, "Arr!" It's like, no. I love that guy. It cracks me up.
Oh,
But
man.
anyhow, so Bobby, who was crowned the world's oldest dog, has had his title stripped following controversy around his real age.
Well, he does not. I mean, I'm not a vet.
Right.
I know a vet, but
Right.
I'm not a vet. I know a couple of vets actually.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think that. I don't think that that's the oldest looking dog I've ever seen.
I don't think so either.
If that's the case,
Right, exactly.
amazing.
Well, Bobby, who lived in Portugal, was said to have been 30 years, 268 days old when he was named the world's oldest living dog or oldest dog.
They don't keep good records in Portugal.
Apparently
I
not.
guess.
Allison said the dog is not 30 something.
No.
So in October 2023, he died at the reported age of 31 years, 165 days.
Mhm.
But last month, the Guinness World Record launched an investigation into the Portuguese canine after doubts were raised over his real age. There's no way that dog is that old, the doc is saying.
Yeah.
And the doc is
No,
going to be
she-
this is right here.
This is her profession.
So the probe came despite his birth apparently being confirmed by the Portuguese government's pet database and the National Union of Veterinarians. Some little bit of foul play, perhaps, at play here. We'll see. Bobby was a purebred, a breed of livestock guardian dog that has an average life expectancy of 12 to 14 years. When Bobby was crowned the world's oldest canine, it broke a record held since 1939
Oh wow,
by an Australian cattle dog that died at 29 years, 5 months.
that's really fucking old.
Really fucking
If your
old.
dog gets to like 15, I'm like
God.
impressed.
I know.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever even seen a 20-year-old dog.
Yeah, they're
like-
that's incredible. Wow.
You know, most dogs, as we know, like they just don't have that long of a lifespan. It's
and,
normal.
And the joints go and all that
God,
stuff.
yeah, things. It starts becoming a domino effect.
Exactly right.
Cascades.
It all starts to build up.
Yeah.
Well, the world record said they now have no conclusive evidence that Bobby lived that long. Mark McKinley, the director of records, said that in a statement that the microchip data source from the official Portuguese database had been central to Bobby's evidence.
They had
There's
to
like a
dig up
whole
his
chain of commands.
They
They're like,
just dug up a
like,
dead
wait a
dog's
minute.
microchip and
nah,
they
is he
stuck it
still?
in him.
Yeah, no, he's not old enough now. Yes.
They
we
picked
can't-
up an old dead dog and they're like, yeah, it's this. We got to
He's
add
pretty
15 years
old,
to
but
him.
He's not that old.
We
Can we,
got-
can we core him? Can we count the rings? So turned out that the chip did not require proof of age for the dogs born before 2008, so it wasn't even
Oh,
there.
Slipped under the
And
radar.
that's it. With the additional veterinarian statement provided as evidence for Bobby's age, also citing the microchip data, we're left with no conclusive evidence that we can definitively prove Bobby's date of birth.
What's the name of this fucktard with the fucking
Yeah.
with the smile plastered all over his face in this picture?
Yeah.
Because he is a bold a bald-faced liar.
Yep. I guess
He is. That is not a man you can trust.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna figure it out. Bobby lived his entire life with Leonel Costa
Fuck this
and
guy.
his family in the rural village of Conselheiros in Portugal. Mr. Costa did not immediately reply to a request for
Yeah,
comment.
of course he didn't.
Like,
He's a
fuck,
compulsive
He's
liar.
like huddled in his basement. He's like, they know, they know.
he's like in a fetal position,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hugging his knees.
Well,
I don't blame it's not the dog that did it.
no, but the dog.
The dog's just living his life.
Yeah, he was just like, all right, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear Bobby and I hear
Can I
food.
eat again today?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, just yeah.
I'm hungry or I'm sleepy.
I got
one
this,
of the
I
two.
got this computer chip in my neck.
Sometimes that itches, but otherwise I don't care.
Hey, the sun's out again. That's good. That's good. I'll tell you what else was out. Authorities in North Carolina have obtained arrest warrants for 2 people in a poaching case involving hundreds of Venus flytraps.
Oh my.
Which grow naturally in the eastern part of the state.
See, I'll tell you what, these things are hard to keep alive.
They are.
We have had a couple of them,
Yes.
and they just
You got to
they're
get
tough.
You got to
right?
get one
There's
of those
gotta
vegetable
leave the door
spritzers,
open
you
for
know.
flies.
Yeah,
I
create
don't
like
know.
a whole ecosystem.
I
there.
think I might need to just leave a steak by the pot.
Yep,
Let them
that's
just
what.
let
That's
them
what
feed.
Just let them lick it whenever they get hungry. You know. So, officers with the North Carolina Wildlife, Wildlife, the Wildlife,
The Wildlife.
Watch out for that Wildlife out there. Crazy. Officers with the North Carolina Wildlife
I mean,
Research
you're
Commission.
getting the accent right.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
so.
I slipped below the south of the border there for a minute.
Under the
as I'm
Mason-Dixon
prone
line.
to do
Mhm.
from time to time. Obtained arrest warrants for 2 people accused of stealing nearly 600 of the rare plants from a conservation land in Boiling Springs.
Jeez.
So the Venus flytraps are native to the southeastern North Carolina. They only grow naturally within a 100-mile radius of Wilmington.
Oh wow.
Fucking crazy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
So
fucking weird.
this time of year, they start to bud flowers, making it easier to find them and prompting increased patrols for poachers.
We'll shoot you on
we're gonna
sight if we
shoot
see you
and
trying
we'll
to steal
feed you
these.
to the fly traps.
That's right. How do you think we get so many?
It keeps the economy going.
feed-
we rely on you guys.
We feed the ground with blood.
We knew you'd come.
Dinner time.
Going around shooting all that. Oh, that's great. So let's see here. The wildlife officers responded to the complaint last month about 2 people digging for fly traps. They were stopped at a local gas station. They searched their backpacks and they found more than 590 plants.
I mean,
So-
I guess it's got to be like some kind of a lucrative
I mean, that's a lot.
thing to steal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of plants. They're pretty small, but
Yeah.
still, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Lot
that's
of those
lot.
plants.
That's a lot to do. I don't know. I guess we all have our hobbies, right?
I
I mean,
suppose.
hell, we do this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This
We'll
is way
arrest
more
us one
This
day.
is way more pointless.
One day.
They will eventually.
One
There
day.
will be a crime.
Or maybe they'll just find us one day. We'll just be slumped over on one of the microphones.
Dead.
Have to do the playback to see if we finished our thought. Of course, we didn't. You know?
That's how we will die, pretty much.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if this lady had died, but she didn't. So, a University of Cambridge academic who was trapped in the bathroom of a medieval tower for several hours said she took
What?
inspiration from MacGyver to make her escape.
What the fuck?
Isn't that a great sentence?
Is she in a dungeon?
Just
Like,
that, just that alone.
did she commit like a medieval crime?
I guess this. So this was all.
Did she
This was
laugh
in
at the
England.
prince or something?
Yes, she, yeah. She one of those antiquated laws that the guy was his first day. He was like, "I'm arresting somebody for something."
I'm
today."
going. I got a
I
whole
got the
bunch
whole
of these.
book. I got the whole book. Oh boy, Chris. I guess Christina, but it's spelled. It's just so stupid. It's spelled Krisztina.
Christina.
Fuck off.
Christina.
Christina Ilko, 33, who resides in a dorm room once occupied by the 16th century philosopher Desiderius Erasmus.
Jesus. How do you
At
get
the
that
Queen's
fucking
College,
dorm room?
I know it's crazy.
What the hell?
At Queen's College said that she heard the heavy wooden door in the windowless bathroom lock behind her.
Oh my god.
It's probably Erasmus. He's like, get the fuck out of my room.
It hurts to be dead.
Oh God, Tom Cruise is back. How did he even get to England? His
I like
final
playing a
stunt, I
variety of
guess.
roles. I've been everywhere.
Do research.
I do my own stunts. Do you know about that?
I'm going to be
Tell
the
you about
ghost in
that?
Hamlet later. I'm trying to do
Ooh.
research.
I'm only 45. Ooh, don't I look like it?
Don't look at the paperwork. Don't,
Have you seen him
don't
lately?
core me. Don't core me.
Don't cut me up. Have you seen him lately? His age is showing now.
Oh
His
yeah,
gravity's starting to win that battle.
Yeah, you can only use those hair dryers at night to blow the face up.
The
so
Botox
much.
can only do so much. The pinning can
Yeah.
only do so much.
There's only so much you can hold
Time,
back.
Father Time wins every.
Mhm.
every
Oh yeah,
game.
he gets his due.
Mhm.
Well, I was Ilko suspects his door latch had been broken by a plumber who had recently worked on her shower. She said
Oh,
she found
great.
herself locked inside the room on Thursday and wasn't due to be cleaned until Monday.
Oh
She
shit!
said,
That's a long
I was
way.
trying
But I
to-
mean, you got fresh water there, I think, right? Is there
in
plumbing?
in the tank in the back. But I was trying to remember
What?
how long a person can survive on just water, and hoping that I wouldn't die in there. So if people came looking for me, they would likely check. They wouldn't likely check the bathroom, or I would have to wait until Monday.
Yeah.
So she said her initial attempts at escape to prove fruitless. I was trying to bang the shower head on the door, break it with brute force, or shout for help, but nothing worked. No one could hear me because they hadn't bothered to upgrade the amenities from this ancient dungeon tower
I just-
with a whole heavy door. That
I like imagine like a classic shitty dorm room,
yeah.
and then just this stone castle like fucking
wall on
bathroom.
the one side.
Yeah.
It's just like a big wooden door.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
arch
3
type
giant
doors.
planks.
Yeah, with like the metal strips
Yeah,
between them
yeah,
just
band.
bolted
Yeah.
together. It's just
handle on just one side,
you
apparently.
can hear chains rattling in
it's
it.
great.
And stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Ah! People from the
moans
dungeon. Ah!
Just because it's a dorm
God,
doesn't
every
mean
time
it
I
isn't
take
still a dungeon.
shit in here. Just
Their
hear
lease
screams.
isn't up for another 1,200 years. This is England. We
You
do
got to
things
deal
for a
with
long
this.
time here.
We've been around a long
Yeah,
time.
we've been doing this for a
and
little
we'll
while.
keep being around.
We got the dungeon thing on lock. So nobody else is doing dungeons anymore.
Somebody got to keep this tradition
Somebody has
alive.
to keep doing it. So she said, she took inspiration from her childhood love of MacGyver, show where the character was known for his ability to turn everyday objects into tools. She used cotton swab sticks to fashion a hook and used an eyeliner pencil to push down on the latch so she could pick the lock.
Oh,
She said the method freed the postdoctoral student from the bathroom after about 7 hours. She said, I was really
Damn.
happy and quite proud that I could use my wit to get myself out.
damn. And then she
Yeah.
she called the newspaper up immediately after she
Yep.
escaped. She was like, I got a story to tell
Like,
you because nobody was
boy,
there to verify it. So, I mean, all this could just be a
I
lie.
have a story for you. She said, sometimes when I hear sounds around here, I joke that it's the ghost of Erasmus. Then I thought I was going to join him and become a Cambridge legend.
Wow.
There you go.
I mean, where do you die? If you're there, do you die on top of the toilet, in the bathtub,
That's
on the
it.
floor?
What's your
If you have
placement?
to choose where to die, how do you? Where
do you
die?
want to
In the
lay?
sink?
Do you want to do something that's kind of funny, like try and prop yourself up in the corner, or
Yeah.
like how do you want to work it?
I would want it like just like True Detective season 4. I would want to imply that there's a deeper mystery that's not actually there.
Oh my god, yeah, like a whole like Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, like
Like-
I'm like half in the sink, but I'm doing like my hands, like my fingers are in like a
Oh, yeah.
special kind of like
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah, where they got a special mudra going on there.
Yeah,
with the
that's right.
That's I'm taking the fucking all the toilet paper off so I can get to the roll. Start
Yeah.
writing letters and weird like graphs all
Yeah.
over it and everything like
have
that.
the toilet paper just form a spiral
That's
around
right,
you.
all really fuck with them.
I'm the next writer of
That's
True
right,
Detective
yeah.
season 5.
This is it. I mean, it sounds like you already got a
I
sneak
got the
peek.
gig, baby.
Yeah, I think you already got it.
I got it.
It's all about where you do it. So Nick Zen's here.
Nick.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Am I crazy or does Fatal Portrait versus In the Shadows a lot harder than a decision? Oh, Fatal Portrait and The Shadows. Between the two.
Of the
Difficult
between those two
decision.
albums.
Yeah.
I would see. I can't. It's hard to make my mind up between those two because I see the bands differently.
Yeah.
I see Merciful
true.
Fate
Yeah, right.
differently than I see King Diamond.
Mhm.
But I think as far as their achievement, I do really like In the Shadows.
Yes.
Their album is fucking dope. Yeah. I can't say though, because
It's
Fatal
a
Portrait
tough one.
comes off the fucking line
Right.
so good. Like
Mhm.
they like King Diamond's like side band or like his eponymous band.
Right.
So fucking like just such a perfect blend.
Nick says you can only live with one from now on.
No, damn, that's a tough. Well, I guess I gotta go Fatal Portrait then.
Fatal Portrait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
I
to-
think
if you put the gun to my head, I'm
right,
gonna say
right,
that
right.
one.
I think I would go that way.
But I
too.
do really love
Yeah.
fucking like Room of Golden Air. That
Mhm,
song is so
mhm.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
All the songs on that album.
Yeah,
are
that's a
fucking
good
cool.
one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, so for,
I guess pull the trigger on the gun then.
That's
Is the
right,
answer.
that's right.
Is the answer.
You've got to
me.
do it. You've got to
What
pull
the
it.
fuck is
So,
this?
Speaking of pulling the trigger on the gun, for more than a quarter century, Phillies fans considered Dollar Hot Dog Night among the best of the ballpark's promotions.
Hell yeah.
But the team has decided that was the worst.
What?
Yeah. So those dog days of April, when Philly weather is cold and the wieners are out of steel,
Mhm.
they have decided to end their popular promotion on Thursday and replace Dollar Dogs with a 2-for-1 deal to get away April games, the park there. So the statement said that they have made this based on the organization's ongoing commitment to provide a positive experience for all the fans in attendance.
So they replaced the hot dog deal with a 2-for-1
So-
like tickets
This is it. So
because they just want people to come there and then spend more money on more hot dogs.
What wasn't positive about Dollar Dog Nights? What's the hubbub? But armed with projectile frankfurters, some unruly Phillies fans began chucking their favorite Hatfield meat during the game last year, and the dogs soared
Oh.
like cans of corn through the stands and onto different fans. So
so this is a rowdy behavior.
they're
trying-
getting a little crazy with the hot dog gun, I guess. But so the demand for the deal, discount dogs also led to clogged lanes and, if not arteries. And
It's called supply and
That's right.
demand, motherfucker.
yeah,
Make more stands serving hot dogs. I guarantee you're going to make more money.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you? What? That's okay. Look, Philly.
They're just the original idea
Get it
was to be
together.
much more family oriented. They said 4, 5, 6 people.
You think people from Philly aren't
Yeah.
used to getting meat thrown at them? You think that they give a fuck about that? You think that they're over there in the stands not expecting
you have no idea
to
how
be
they pay
assaulted
taxes.
by
Yeah.
by dead animal byproducts?
That's right. That's
No,
right.
that's they did that on their way to the stadium.
Believe me. Believe me.
They were harassed and assaulted by various things on their way there.
They were betting on it.
Yeah.
They had the condiments ready.
That's the least affecting thing happening
They
to
had
them
like
that
they
day.
had those ketchup packets like chew in the
Yeah.
bottom of their lip. They were waiting to catch that dog and they could just bite into it. Condimented.
Yeah, they don't have to even use their hands.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Well, so it wasn't just the throwing. John Weber, senior vice president, said it's the concourse. Everybody's being there at the same. Wait a minute. It's the concourse. The crowds of everybody being at the same X amount of stands, but obviously, the throwing was a little bit of a tipping point. That's what really made.
So
us
it was
make the
too
call.
popular, too much congestion.
So that's it. But by mid-afternoon, one apparel shop already had ripped Dollar Dog Night T-shirts. Pork flu, heads rolled.
Bullshit.
So sometimes things work out for us in life.
What's the point of going to a motherfucking baseball game if you can't eat a hot dog there for cheap? What the fuck? I mean, the beer's already going to be $8 a cup,
and it's going to be
for
warm,
8 ounces.
real warm.
You pay $1 an ounce,
Oh,
and it's going
yeah.
to be warm. Yeah, you're
Real
right.
warm.
It's going to suck butt.
Yep.
All right. So, and if you think otherwise, trust me, you're in for a big surprise.
You be spanking my bare butt, balls and back.
There you go. all we
In a
need
hot
to
dog
know.
outfit.
In a hot dog
Nonetheless,
outfit, nonetheless. That's exactly right.
Perfectly
It's all
aligned with our
it's
last
all
story.
about tying it together. It's all about bringing it full circle, and it's all about closing this episode.
That's right. Turning it off.
And so we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
And that's it, everybody. We're done.
that's all we
We're
got.
done with you for this week.
That's right. But we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
With more bullshit.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I die.
But yeah, but that's no. You're gonna keep. I'll keep going. I'll
All right.
record it on my phone and I'll just
Oh, okay.
I'll just put it out
I mean, we
until
really
I figure out how to crack the code on this computer.
all you got to do, it's just a couple of YouTube videos. That's all you
Well,
need now.
That's all I
I've
need
been
to hear.
replaced by the internet.
That's
Just a
Look.
little triangle patch holding me down.
won't we all be?
I hope so.
I'll ask Chat GPT how to do it.
to be restrained by a small triangular piece of fabric.
If only.
If only.
We
Okay.
could all be so lucky.
All right, internet people. We got Juan. We got Allison. Nick, I think, is still here too.
Nick.
We got 4, so I don't know who the 4th is,
Cool.
but hello. Thank you
Hello.
all for tuning in.
Thank you for being here. Are these cameras working?
These aren't on right now.
God
no.
damn it.
No. 'cause
Hello.
yes, just this one. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, just the wide.
God, I'm annoying to listen.
Yeah,
I
that's
annoy
it.
myself listening to myself talk.
Well, I mean, that's all part of the show too. But anyhow, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.